So for the next 12 months, Chris's main goal is to win the 4th Tour de France and then back up and try and win the Vuelta that he's been close a couple of times, and after that, who knows what's next.
I've only ever done one Grand Tour, never done 2 back-to-back, and even that's just, it's mentally tough for 21 days to concentrate every day. Physically, he's proven he's capable of it, that's for sure, and mentally he's one of the strongest I've seen out there. So yeah, it's a tall order, but if anyone can do it, it's him.
From winning the Tour and then the Vuelta last year, and then if he did the Giro this year, all within 12 months would be an unbelievable feat, really.
It's the only Grand Tour now that he hasn't won, and it's a unique opportunity to take on a unique challenge.
Certainly as a GC rider in professional cycling, the biggest measure that we have to be able to rank ourselves are the Grand Tours. To target those 3 and consecutively, it doesn't get any bigger than that.
Pucci's just putting his order in with Froome, new chef. He's planning his future. He's only got a few more years left, so then he's going to be a chef.
What are you rustling up?
Just making a quick omelette before we head off training. One of the things I can make.
He's shown that he's the most consistent Grand Tour rider at the moment, and it's a different challenge for him. It's a challenge to be ready a couple of months earlier, but I think he wouldn't be doing it if he didn't think he was ready to go and try and win.
We're here to meet Nico and Chris. This is a small town, so we know that they will be here.
Okay.
Grazie.
Prego.
Just arrived now in Italy, and we're going to recon 2 stages of the Giro d'Italia. Ideally, we just want him to test this bike out. As we get closer to the race, we can fine-tune his position. He's a 5 times Grand Tour winner, so there will always be a lot of work. But he's a very pleasant guy to work with, very easy.
I'll have the tyres pumped.
It's about time you'd pump the tyres up properly, Gary.
It's true, eh?
I treat him like your average Joe on the street. If I build him up to this big superstar that he is, I think I wouldn't be able to work with him. So I treat him like anybody else, and one day I'll look back and then I guess I'll start stressing, but hopefully I'll be finished by then. So.
No, I think it should have rained and snowed so you can get the full gist of what it could possibly be like in the race. You know what I mean? It's for your own good. It's for your own good.
I think you went at the top.
I think you should wait at the top.
Yeah. In shorts. In shorts. Shorts and t-shirt. Like
So today we're going to be going up La Zoncolan, which is going to be one of the key summit finishes, probably the key summit finish, I guess, in the Giro d'Italia this year. I did it back in 2010, I think, when I first joined Team Sky, and it's a brutal climb. It's just savage.
Quite neat as a person, Chris.
Probably couldn't tell now, but generally I try to be. I think especially when you're living out of a suitcase, you have to be, otherwise you just lose stuff. It's something that I've been doing for years, is obviously trying to block out all the distractions, and you just go into that single mindset of just blocking almost everything else out. And obviously with everything that's been happening in the last few months, it's can get pretty stressful off the bike, but it's days like today where I can just go out and be on my bike again, and I mean this is what it's all about for me. This climb that we're going to go and see today is just, I mean, it's epic. It's one of the mega climbs on the pro scene, and to go and do that, it's going to be pretty exciting today.
Sunny, beautiful snow on the mountains. Can't wait to test the new bike.
This is an unofficial part of the recon that has been.
Tim has been training me, and I can do it in under half an hour.
What are we thinking for the PB?
I think it's PBs. What's your PB? 135?
Yeah. Go.
129. Not bad. Good job.
Woo!
Record! That's it, you know?
I think this will be stage 14, so the GC should be already in place. I'm sure that we didn't talk about it. I'm sure the stage you will have to win. It's a summit finish. It's going to be the king stage, you know. Already the name, you know, Zoncolan, meaning something. So I think.
Before his birthday as well.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. The day before, eh? Oh, so then yeah. Yeah. It could be a good target for him. Special motivation, yeah, for sure.
So this is 34-32. It's already starting to feel hard.
Yeah, but you climbing at my speed. In the race, you're gonna like. You will say, Nico, squeeze. Say, no, wait, guys, wait, not now. Yeah, you will feel better in a couple minutes.
But all these climbs before the Zoncolan are also like 10%, huh?
Yeah.
They're steep.
Yeah. Whoa, it's gonna be really, 200 guys going here.
The last time I rode the Giro was my first year at Team Sky, and it was I just remember I was just surviving in the race really. I was obviously there to do a job for Bradley. I don't think I was physically ready for the Giro that year, and I just remember suffering for weeks and weeks. I've got to try and reach my peak form quite a bit earlier to be ready for the Giro d'Italia. Obviously, the last 4 years where I've won the Tour de France, I've had a very sort of similar build-up and a progression towards the Tour. This year is a completely different approach, and it's actually quite a lot of added motivation for me going for the Giro this year. Couldn't have asked for better weather.
Winning the Tour, then Vuelta, and then the Giro will be amazing. I don't know how we're going to feel it.
Any bananas?
18K from the bottom of Zoncolan.
Four. 18K from the bottom of Zoncolan. Okay. You can have the coffee on top of the next one. But like that journalist said, if it rains here, then it's colder. On the Zoncolan, you could probably actually walk alongside me and like I'll be going that slowly. Initially, when the team asked me about the Giro, my initial reaction was no. I really wanted to focus on doing a fifth Tour de France. In my mind, it had been the goal all along to try and get to that point. I've seen so many riders in the past go for the Giro and then come to the Tour just on their hands and knees, and I didn't want to be in that kind of position. Ciao. Yeah, it's not easy, but this is pretty brutal. A lot easier than the last time I rode it though.
You're a lot fitter.
Certainly a bit.
What watts are you pushing?
I'm over 400 all the way so far. Just to get up the thing.
You know, he's achieved such great things already. I think he just wants to push himself that little bit further, you know, to go year on year and say focus on the Tour de France and copy paste what is just, you know, an incredible achievement as it is, but just to try and push that boat out a bit further and go bigger and do something he's never done before and really go to the Giro and target that.
It was basically Tim's idea that I should do Giro Tour, and I think he played a big part in convincing me that it is possible, and certainly with a period between the Giro and the Tour that we'd be able to manage that in such a way that I could recover and get back to my best again for the start of the Tour.
Yeah, he hasn't been up here, I don't think, since 2010. So, yeah, just remind himself how hard the climb is and get ready for the stage.
And a snowball fight at the end?
Had nothing to do with it.
There is an element of risk involved in targeting the Giro Tour, but I mean, I think I'd regret it for the rest of my life if I didn't give it a go.